All right, the 4 levels of competence, right? Like, I think that's a huge part of who we are as human beings. It's a huge part of who we are as business owners. And I believe there's a direct correlation between the imposter syndrome that many of us suffer from. Look, I've definitely suffered from the imposter syndrome. I still question myself on a daily basis. Am I even qualified to own a business? Am I qualified to be making some of these videos I make and sharing these thoughts and opinions? And the answer is probably no, but I guess the answer is probably no for everyone. But let's talk about what the imposter syndrome is. It's where you look at yourself and you see yourself as having less than or a lower level of knowledge or ability compared to your counterparts, say another business that's in the same field that you are. Now look, here's the thing. It all starts at unconscious incompetence, and that's where we're a bunch of dummies, right? Like, I'm not going to mince words with this. We're a bunch of dummies when we're unconsciously incompetent. We don't know what we don't know. And when you don't know what you don't know, it's really difficult to figure out what it is you need to know. And so it can be difficult to learn that next step. The next step, though, it's where things start getting better. And that's called conscious incompetence, right? That's the level where all of a sudden it becomes clear that I don't know this. And now I can begin to do something about it. You either choose to do something about it or you choose to be a dummy. That's all there is to it. And so if you are in conscious incompetence, you better be on a learning path. You better be on a learning curve, moving things in a better direction. And then there's conscious competence. And that's really where we kind of start getting things figured out. We learn what it is to be a business owner. We learn, hey, the imposter syndrome, while it's real, it turns out nobody else has this figured out all the way either. We're all just doing the best we can. Things still happen. And then finally, there's unconscious competence, and it's where we just do the thing, right? Like every morning you wake up and you brush your teeth. Oftentimes you don't even remember that you did it. You drive to work in the morning. You ever driven to work and said, I don't remember driving to work, or I don't remember driving home? That's where unconscious competence comes in, right? It works in the subconscious. So if you've ever been terrified of the fact that people are going to find out you're an imposter and you don't know what you're doing, don't worry. Many of us are in the exact same boat you are. And the reality is when looking back, you will find that, well, nobody really has it all figured out. Nobody goes through life without making mistakes, and no business owner always gets it right every single time. So if there's anything I can encourage you to do, it would be to give yourself permission to suck. That's right. Tell yourself it's okay if I don't have it all figured out. You'll get there. And even if you don't, life's going to be just fine the way it is. The only thing I would encourage you not to do is get stuck in conscious incompetence. I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. Unless you want to continue to be exactly where you're at right now. It's probably not. But that sounds pretty boring and lame to me personally. So do with it what you will. And you guys have a great day.